and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And now, your 2023.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Mark Redman. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, most pitchers today are pretty tall, but this guy's definitely taller than most. He's kind of an imposing figure out there, especially when he's standing on top of the ball. It's like he's looking down on you, so hitters have to be prepared for a couple of things. Ball can get on you a lot quicker because of the extension and release point, and then also tilt through the zone. If you're going to try to hit pitches at the bottom of the zone, it's going to be difficult to get on plane. So look for something up from this guy. You might have a chance to do some damage.
Here's the 0-1. Can't glove it cleanly. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out. Take a look at the lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers. So we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Scoops it up barehanded. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
And up next for Miami, number 10. Runner on the go. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out.
So much for their first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
And the lefty with the 0-1. And downstairs. And delivers outside. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side, and that one handled. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Welcome back. And starting in this one, number 25. What's the word on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And now the lefty. Check swing, didn't go. And it's 2-1. Soft contact in the air. Makes the grab, one down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And now the rookie second baseman, Luis Castillo. That one misses in the dirt. The wide to kick the pitch. Just off the outside edge. Now 2-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is fouled back. Bounced out to short. Fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Ivan.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. At the plate, Bobby Bonilla. And a pitch. That one missed. Fastball for a strike. And 1-1. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
The pitch. That one missing inside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Jeff Connor, the next up for the Marlins. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
No score here in the second. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Number 18 at the plate now. That's ball one. And it's even up. Bounced up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw, and they come away without an out.
The catcher, Johnson.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Charles Johnson. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Kicks and deals. Off the mark there. And it's a ball and a strike. And a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And here it comes. Nope. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. At the belt and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he deals. Swings and misses, and that'll do it. 1 left for Miami. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera.
The wind of the pitch. And fires in a fastball at 95. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind of the pitch. And that one off the outside edge. And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, the tag, and they cut him down going for 2.
Got it. The first baseman, Derek Lee.
So up next, Derek Lee. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Bounce to the right. Steps on first for the out.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Leiter.
Up next for the Pirates, Mike Lowell. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a foul ball. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Number 18, the next Pirate to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Inning over. Cannonball coming. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the DH, number 26.
Number 26.
Redman back to work. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Cabrera makes the grab, 1 away. Devin White will hit next. White in his 12th season, hitting 9th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. In for a strike, 0-1.
All ones the count.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Oh, he didn't miss by much right there, but it was just enough to clip him on the way in.
Back to the top of the lineup. Number 7 now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Slow ground ball to the right side. To first. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, Number 3.
Now it's the shortstop, number 3. First time up, he reached on a bunt single. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. That one in for a strike, 2-2. White on at second with 2 down. On the ground right side. That's a hit. The throw in. The run comes in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Number 10, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Over to first, and he's saved. Curveball over for a called strike. Tied up here in the early going. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back. And now Juan Encarnacion.
The right fielder, Juan Encarnacion.
The wind and the pitch. Out to short. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Alex Gonzalez.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop, Alex Gonzalez. That hits the dirt. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Now 1-1. The 1-1.
Oh, that's inside.
Next offering is outside. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So the Pirates batting order turns over, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Juan Pierre. Pierre measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2019. And he barehands it and safe. Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
Man at first, and now Luis Castillo. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Step off, throw to first. Pierre back on a dive. The 1-0. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. Now it's the right fielder, number 10.
The right fielder, number 10.
And the pitch. And that one clips the corner.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Bonilla swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, and that's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is popped up. Castillo settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 19.
And now for the Marlins, Jeff Connor struck out swinging his first time. Just off the inside edge. Here comes a pitch. Check swing. No appeal. And the count is 2-0. Connor tries to hold up. Appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And a pitch. And that one is in for a strike. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Number 18 stands in now, looks at that one inside. The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Connor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Two outs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Encarnacion brings it in for the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. Still tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, bottom four. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Ivan Rodriguez.
Ivan Rodriguez.
The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. And now the count is even.
1-0.
And a pitch. They say a win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses inside. The count now 2-2. Kicks and deals. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Miguel Cabrera, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. And now the lefty. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Nobody out, runner at first. That pitch in for a strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Roll to short, possible 2 ball. Feed to second, that's 1. On to first, double play.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2 ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
And now the first baseman, Derek Lee. Ball 1 there. That misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
The pitch. And fouled off. Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing and a slow roller. Tosses to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Charles Johnson. The pitch. Curveball drops in there.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, number 26.
Next is the designated hitter, number 26. 0 for 1 so far.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Hit weakly on the ground. Gonzalez whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Devin White, the next up for the Marlins. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. And that's a little high. And it is 2-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And here it comes. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell.
The line to kick the pitch. Good eye right there.
You know, these Pirates just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Gets him to chase after that one. Next offering in the dirt, and that's ball 3. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Number 18, the next Pirate to hit. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. You'll want. Lifted in the air, right field. Number 10 under it, and there's one down.
Now back. The right field.
Juan Encarnacion, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The 3-1. Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 13. Shortstop, Alex Gonzalez.
Digging in, Alex Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a pop-up. Puts the squeeze on it, and that is the inning. Pirates leave 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. And welcome back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, number 67. Redman back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Kicks and fires. Goes down looking.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So digging in, number 3.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First offering misses the mark. The pitch. Swings and misses. And the count even at 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Out to short, Gonzalez. Tosses across to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The batter, number 10.
And now the right fielder, number 10.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that misses upstairs now. 3-0. And a 3-0 finds his zone. And that's a strike.
3-2.
And that one hit to first. It's in and out of his glove, but in time. Nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Offense held in check there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Juan Pierre. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike. And strike 2. And that's outside. 1-2 now. In the dirt. Throws to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Second baseman,
Luis Castillo, the next Pirate to hit. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
The next offering misses. And that is ball one. There's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Rodriguez.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ivan Rodriguez. They say it went.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And now the 0-1. That one fouled off. Oh, 2 now. Gets under it and pops it up. Rodriguez out of the play. And that ends the inning. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Bobby Bonilla. The pitch. A little bit low. Bounce to third. Lowell. On to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The first baseman, number 19.
Jeff Connor getting ready to hit. And that's in there for strike one. And that's outside. Check swing didn't go. And it's 2-1. Tried to check his swing there. Now it appealed to first. And yes, he offered at it. Next pitch is inside. Counts full, 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
One gone, runner at first. And at the plate for Miami, number 18. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Here comes a pitch. That one found hard the other way. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Next pitch is popped up. Lee hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for Miami, Charles Johnson. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That's in there. Strike 1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
The 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Got him looking. 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Cabrera. And he deals. And that one missing low.
Count 1-0.
They say you win.
Ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. And that's too high. Laced down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
All over that one right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So up next, Derek Lee. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Outside, action in the pen down there. Number 57 appears to be getting loose. Cook getting loose as well. At the belt and fires. High fly ball out towards left field. That one is back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Here's the third baseman, Mike Lowell. He's already homered here in this one. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the top of the wall. Run comes in from second, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 25 is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Number 57 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 18, the next Pirate to hit. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runner leads away at second. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the right-hander deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Juan Encarnacion. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one almost got him. Right-handed reliever. And now 2-1. Man on second, 2 down. In the air, right field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that is that. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, we're at the top of the 8th. Now here's the Marlins DH, number 26. The wind and the pitch. And that one is inside ball 1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Brandon Cooper, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. They tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Mark Redman gives way, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. New pitcher now, Urbina.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Devin White. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Here comes the 0-1. There's the strike at the knees. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Good to lay off that pitch down.
Kicks and deals. And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Number 7 next to hit for the Marlins. Back to work, 3-2 now. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
That one hurts right there, as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. The 0-1. And it's strike 2.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Number 3 will hit next. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Righty to the plate. Bounce to the left side. Oh, nice play. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Pirates 2 and the Marlins 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Alex Gonzalez. The right-hander back to work. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
1-1.
Check swing, went around, and the count 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Connor on the move, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. On the ground to third, knocks it down to the hole, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So digging in, Juan Pierre, 1 for 3. That's to third. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
Now, Luis Castillo. Castillo fouls that last one off. Slap the other way, foul. That misses. Now 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. And the righty deals. Popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Brandon Cooper.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
And now for the Marlins, number 10. Cooper, a 6'4" righty, 210 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2019. And a pitch. That's in there. Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Hard hit, right side. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Bobby Bonilla. In there, and it's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but let the bat on his shoulder.
Takes it in for the out.
Up next is the first baseman.
Marlins down to their final out. Jeff Connor, the next up for the Marlins. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these guys, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.